Yeah, I've just set up the ESU switch pilot, which is the accessory decoder. It's now installed, and it's controlling the Fleischmann three-way points. Each point has two sets of motors, so I've got a north and south at the end of this particular storage yard area, which I've just, as you can see, that's the sort of thing I've been wiring up. That three-way point, which is quite a tricky piece of track work to wire up and get set up correctly, because there's no information on how to do this on the forums. I've not seen anyone actually show how to do it. So basically you need, let's have a look, you need two sets of addresses for each point. So I've got 4 in total for my north and south three-way point. I have accessory 1, 2, 3 and 4. The first one I've named three-way south, second one no name at all, and the third one three-way north, the fourth one no name at all. So this particular icon will control both of these icons. You don't mess around controlling that one, you don't have to use that. And the same with this one. These are like the master addresses to control both sets of points. So if I press on that and want to fire it in a particular direction, it'll do it. I'll just use the master address, and you can see how it fires. I do recommend, when you're naming and setting up these addresses, is to make sure you get it correct the first time, because if you mess around, try to adjust it afterwards, it causes conflictions. So if you get it wrong the first time with naming these accessories, or you get it the wrong way around, delete the accessories and just start again, otherwise it causes conflictions. My track diagram I've made is very simple. That's my storage yard, as you can see, and if I press on the icon you get a particular way of which way you want it to fire. So I'm going to fire it upwards. Hang on, it's not very good on my finger. There we go, it's fired upwards. I'm going to fire this one upwards. There we go, fired upwards. So I know exactly where everything is, and I can use that, or I can have the cab working. Let's have a look now. If I go into, I can actually control the points actually while I'm working a train as well, because there's your cab of your train, so you can work or whatever banks of points you want as well. Or you can have the track diagram. You can still control your train using the iPod or the controller on here. On the iPad, the points are set up like that. Three-way north, three-way south. The other two, they just do their own, they sort themselves out, forget about them. So I can fire three-way north, centre, three-way south, centre, and just forget about these other two. As I say, they sort themselves out, but like you say, you do need 2 addresses for each point. So I've got 4 addresses which take up one lock, the switch pilot. That takes up, uses all the addresses up on that. So another thing is, when you've done this configuration and it is working correctly, anyone who's got one of these ECOSs definitely want to back it up using the store configuration on the ESU link with your computer, and that way you can store it to your hard drive or a memory stick. And I've just stored my configuration to a memory stick here, which has got all my useful storage files for all various bits and bobs. Underneath, the accessory decoder looks like, just bear with me, like that when it's installed, just one screw holding it in place. And I've got this one powered up to a lens digital transformer. That can work quite a few modules. That can work quite a lot of lock switch pilots. So I'm not taking the actual power from the track, so that'll work fine. And then, like I say, those block connectors just pull out dead easy, and you can unscrew them or mess around with them, which is a great thing because otherwise it'd be really difficult. And the actual data for all of controlling all the points are done via these two wires that are just soldered onto the side of the track, which I'll camouflage at a later date. So that particular, that's the data feed for that module, and then obviously it's just the wires going from the points to the module underneath the board in the centre of those 2 points, and there's no other switches. All my other switches for controlling those points are now disabled, and I've taken them out, so it does cut down on the wiring as well. So any questions, or if anyone's stuck on doing that, who's trying this out, just leave a message and I'll try and answer it. Okay, thanks for watching.